Okay, so here we go. Tony Smith. So I moved out here, like I said, he didn't pay for jack. He didn't pay for no transportation. He didn't pay for nothing. So when I got here, my parents, I love my parents. I would never, disobey them. So then when I got here, I moved in and stayed with this particular sister that attended Tony Smith's church too. I'm going to leave her nameless. And I thank God for her. She's a sweet woman. So I moved in and I stayed with her. When I ended up staying with her, by the way, I did help her. She can vouch. If I had money, whatever money I did have, if I could, I bought groceries or, whatever I could buy, and I gave her some money when I could. So I was living for free. And like I said, Tony Smith didn't give me a dime, and he wasn't helping me do jack. Now, when I got here, the first day I got here, Tony Smith already did strike one, because I was like, okay. I moved here, and when I got to her house, I was talking to her, and I was like, so what happened? How was church? How was service? How was the sermon? She comes and tells me that Tony Smith has broken up everybody. I'm like, what? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, strike one. Why did he break up people? Because a particular sister from the other side of town, on the side of the world, supposedly was dating a particular brother that another sister was dating in the church. And she was boo-hoo crying like a little baby, like most of the, maybe like what a couple of members are in the church. And Tony Smith felt like he was God and that he could make the choice to break up people. Well, some members behind his back were sneaking and dating each other anyway. They didn't care what he said. And some members, listened to him like cowards. I didn't have a boyfriend. I wasn't talking to nobody, so it didn't really affect me. Tony Smith, when he broke up people, people were upset. Some people got angry, some people got mad, some people didn't care, some people still did their thing. And I was like, okay, day one, Tony Smith already messing up, breaking up people like he God, and he wasn't God. So how are he gonna break up people and tell people who they can't date? He was telling people they can't get married, they can't do this, they can't do that. But yet, as if I'm not mistaken, a couple of months ago, like maybe 2 or 3 months ago, he just married his minister Jones and sister Danielle together. And I think congratulations on your twins, by the way. But it's still a hot mess. I honestly don't even know. Anyway, so breaking up couples, saying, this and that about people, and just, it was pathetic, it was stupid, and it was horrible. So then I'm getting there, and I'm like, then I knew about the Jamal Bryant and the Tony Smith incident where he said that he's covered in Vaseline. But at first I thought, maybe they were joking when they said that he said that. I thought he jokingly said he sent it. And so I got confirmation he really did send it, and he apologized for sending it. But, no, wait. He apologized for offending people, but he didn't apologize for sending it. And it wasn't a sin. So I was like, okay, disturbing thing number 2. Then things started being evident to me. People were snickering at a particular sister. People were talking about each other. People would snitch, sell out, just stuff that didn't make sense to me. And people had their favorites, and then I've noticed that sometimes the pastor's wife would not come in stockings to church. Then we had this 5th Sunday meeting where pastor's wife had a perm, which her and the 2 other ministers that sit in the back, ministers' wives that sit in the back of the church with her, you guys know who you are, don't make me say your names. And they said they got Puerto Rican curls, or whatever, Puerto Rican straight flat iron. That's a lie. You see this in my hair? This is a perm, and that's what you guys have. I don't care. But everybody else want to be nappy-headed, trying to do their twists. But these women got curls and perms and everything in their hair, not wearing stockings. Anyway, that's why I got my perm. Because, I mean, Pastor's wife got her thing going on. Why can't I look good? I'm not finna look like a hot mess. Another thing that disturbed me was when Tony Smith preached a sermon one time. I can't recall the day, but he preached a sermon about that's how you know his wife is doing right, because she still got her teeth in her mouth. So I was like, hold up, are you saying that it's okay to beat your wife? And I was like, okay, this man is psychotic. Like, there's something wrong with him. And I'm like, okay, he's preaching sermons, and then he started bouncing on Geno Jennings and how Geno Jennings was having adultery with his, on his wife, and cheating with other people and being with members. And that started bothering me, because I'm like, why are you preaching about other pastors now? Especially about another holiness pastor and just all this stuff. What really frustrated me is that he would talk about how he's going to kick people out, and he's trying to come up higher by kicking people out if you don't have no money. Okay, first of all, we in a recession. Number two, ain't not everybody got money to be, thrown away, especially for you. And he has this $1,000 building fund where people are paying him, saying that they gave him a church, which I don't even think anybody knows how much money is the church progressing. And he basically, preaches sermons that you know who he's talking about. Going to that church is miserable. Like, you can't really have a say. Like, women, if they say something to be like a testimony or like a song, you can't come up there, you can't read the Bible, you can't do nothing. Basically, you're dead, you're stupid, you're just lame. Tony Smith, you ain't do jack for me, so I don't really care. I can say whatever I want. Tony Smith knows how to manipulate the words, like, make the words seem like what it says. Like, I don't know. He just makes it seem like let's say that, the Bible says it one way, but he puts it another way. That's another thing that he's deceptive about. So I started figuring out, I started realizing, I ended up getting a job, and I was working for 2 weeks until, we got laid off, so I didn't have a job after that. I confided in 2 young brothers that I thought were my friends, which come to find out they weren't. They're just backstabbing two-faced people who, one doesn't even attend the church anymore, the other still does, I think, or if he doesn't, I'm not really sure because I don't talk to neither one of them. But anyway, at the time, I confided in them and told them, yes, I did. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have lied in the meeting. Yes, your church is spiritually dead. Ain't no growth. Nothing's going on. People are scared of you, and you tell people if they think they know more than you, then they need to leave your church. Well, Tony Smith, maybe we do know more than you. Maybe we do know that you're not a true man of God, and that you're false. And a lot of things you preach are lies, and you need to get straight. Now, his mother was writing the MARTA, it was crazy. His mother was writing the MARTA. He sent cucumber vaccine to Jamal Bryant. He thought he was the junk, which he wasn't the junk. He still ain't the junk. And he supposedly says people lie about him. That's a lie, because people don't lie. Why all of a sudden everybody's saying the same thing? Now, you guys want to know the big grand opening. What do I have to do with Tony Smith, and why am I angry? And why do I feel like I have to make this video? Video number 3 will tell you why.